my name is Mike Henry and I'm a director on the industry's team at evolv. Today I'll show how a gaming company moves from reactive reporting to real-time marketplace operations. Most platforms already have the data, gameplay, payments, releases, but it's all fragmented. So teams can't easily connect what's happening in gameplay to what's happening in revenue. Snowflake brings that together into a single operational view. Today, gross marketplace volume, or GMV, is still managed through backwards reporting. And just to level set, GMV is the total value of transactions flowing through the platform. For gaming, that's every paid tournament entry. It's your revenue signal. By the time issues show up in the finance reports, the revenue is already gone. So the question is, how do you stop GMV leakage as it's happening? Let's walk through how this works in practice. It's late morning. One of your top games sees a drop in completion rate. Players are entering tournaments but not finishing them. Cancellations are climbing and revenue is starting to leak. No one has flagged it yet, but the signals are all there. This is the marketplace health overview. At the top, you have GMV, your core revenue signal. You have completion rate, your leading indicator for GMV. GMV at risk, 792,000 over 3 days, and you have some active alerts of where to focus. The key shift, you're not waiting for finance, you're seeing risk in real time. Now this is where it gets interesting, the platform signals. Completion rate collapse. This is our primary leading indicator. When completion drops, it directly translates into lost GMV. Android app issue. This points to a likely root cause, tying the issue to a specific platform or release. Everything else looks healthy at the bottom. This tells us the issue is isolated, not systemic. These signals help us move from detection to impact to root cause very quickly. All right, so let's drill into the incident a bit further on the next page. At the top, we can see that impact clearly. About 41,000 cancellations, over 30,000 tied to Android, and that same 792,000 in GMV at risk. Now we're looking at the trend. You can see cancellations were relatively stable and then a spike pretty sharply in the last day or two. And when we break it down by device, about 74,000 of those cancellations are coming from Android. So right away, we know this isn't random, it's concentrated. Now, if we go one level deeper into versioning, you can see one release clearly standing out from the rest. And at the same time, other games across the platform are stable. So at this point, we can say pretty confidently, this isn't a platform-wide issue. It's a localized problem tied to a specific release on Android. Now we take that one step further and get to root cause. At the top, you can see the impact hasn't changed. Most of the cancellations are still concentrated on Android, with a significant amount tied to a single version. If we look at the trend over time, you can see this isn't a one-time spike. It ramps up and then it stays elevated. Now down here is where it really comes together. Breaking it down by app version. One release is clearly driving the majority of the failures. And when we layer in the operating system data, it's concentrated on Android 13 and above. So at this point, we've connected the dots. Gameplay events, device signals, and release data all pointing to the same issue. A specific Android release is causing matchmaking failures, which is driving cancellation and directly impacting GMV. So what happens next? Operations flags the issue immediately. Engineering rolls back or patches the release, and instead of discovering this days later, it's contained in hours. And that's really the shift. From reporting on the marketplace after the fact to operating in real time, where you can detect issues early, diagnose them quickly, and ultimately protect GMV while it still matters.